Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. I am in Nepal, the land of many gods. So I made a YouTube short where I said trying to explain God to atheists is like trying to explain color to Stevie Wonder. And lo and behold, I got what I wanted. I posted on, well, the short itself was out on YouTube. I posted it to Reddit, Twitter, Facebook. Facebook, of course, is a lost case. That's why I don't even bother to go on Facebook anymore. It's just, if you're not putting up sexy pictures of yourself or of your food, uh, people are not interested. And then this Reddit, of course, nothing either, because Reddit, the moderators, well, not the because I'm the moderator for this chat, but the actual Reddit admin, it's like a mafia going on there. So people are very afraid to to be honest on Reddit. Twitter, as usual, delivered. I love Twitter. It delivered. Even my actual short, my YouTube short, only one person commented. I'll share the I'll share the link down below. And of course, even in the short, it went the way I knew it would go. That's why I made the short, because this is usually how it goes with atheists when you just make random statements like that. Uh, it's always like first thing would be defensive, then they want to tell you, want to explain what God is without referring to any definition, like actual definitions, like citation references, but which is normal. And then it goes into, uh, oh, and then of course it will end up with you don't know how to spell, which I mean, this I expected. Twitter was actually more interesting because what I did was I just let it run, let them talk, and then when I see there's something there, I would interject to see where that goes. Uh, when it derails a bit, I try to bring it back. And of course, so there's a lot of derailing. And but I think I made my point. Like if you actually see the thread, my point is being made. It's you cannot explain God to atheists, because in the same way that you cannot explain color to Stevie Wonder, because Stevie Wonder was born blind. Okay, maybe not born blind, but when he was born, he was put into an incubator and the oxygen messed up his eyes. Okay, so that means from the minute he came on earth, he couldn't see. So for him, the concept of color does not exist at all. And I had people trying to tell me how color is blah blah and blah blah. The thing is, you're telling me I am not Stevie Wonder. I'm a sighted person. When you tell me these things, I can understand it. I even shared videos, not of Stevie Wonder because he doesn't talk about these things. I think it was with his friends. There's probably this respect where they don't, because he's handicapped, he's disabled. They're not going to talk about his disability to his face, like, so, hey, Stevie, tell me, why can't you see color? Like, oh, what's your concept of color? I think it's very disrespectful and maybe insensitive. So I guess that's why you don't see making videos of this. But there is one guy who makes videos he's a blind, he was born blind, who makes videos about all these kind of questions that people ask him. And one of the questions is always about color. And he explains it very carefully. He says, I can't even see. The concept of see, I don't even understand. How can you expect color to mean anything? Like to him, it's like, it's just words. It's words. So, so for me, it's the same when I hear atheists speak. I never tell them about God. I let them tell me. And when I hear them talk about God, it is like, it's just strange because they are talking about something that doesn't exist to them. To me, it's like hearing Stevie Wonder talking to me about color. Oh, color is this. It's like, dude, you don't have any concept of color. Why are you telling me about color? Atheists as well, when they talk about God, and the thing also is, I said, trying to explain God to atheists. Even the word God, atheists don't understand. They think when you say God, it is a capital G and it refers to the Christian God, not even the Abrahamic God, which is the same, no, God of the Muslims, the Jews, the Christian, no, only the Christian God. They have no clue that there's a Jewish God, there's a Muslim God, there's a Christian God, which is the same God. Then the Hindus have God, the Rastafarians have a God, the Mayans have gods, the Incas, the Aztecs, the Bushmen, every single tribe that has ever lived on earth has God and gods. And then again, based on the definition of God, they don't even look into the definition. The dictionary shows, I think, about 4 definitions. They always stop at the first one. So that is why it's very hard to. That's why I mean it's pointless to explain God to atheists because you can't even get past the definition of what God is. And that's why I never talk to atheists about God unless they ask me something specific because I believe in many gods. I don't worship many gods, but I believe in many gods. Let me see, where's the definition? I did save it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 definitions here. One is in Christianity and other monotheistic religions, the creator and ruler of the universe and source of all moral authority, the supreme human being. Then there is in certain other religions, a superhuman being or spirit worshipped as having power over nature or human fortunes, a deity like a moon god. Nobody mentions the moon god when they atheists never heard of the moon god. Then also an image, animal, or other object worshipped as divine or symbolizing a god. Yeah, like wooden gods, like dogs, cows. There's people who worship these. Then there's used as a conventional personification of fate. Okay, this one is not important. Then a greatly admired or influential person. Now, this one is very important because this is the one that most people have this and they don't even realize that this is their God. A greatly admired or influential person. Even the last one, a thing accorded the supreme importance appropriate to a God. Those 2 last ones, they don't even know the existence of these 2 last ones. But anyway, so this is why I say I do not like trying to explain God to atheists is something I don't do because it's like trying to explain color to Stevie Wonder. I don't explain color to Stevie Wonder because in his world it does not exist. It means nothing. It's a non-factor. So I do not explain God to atheists because in their world it does not exist. It is a non-factor. Nothing to see here, nothing to talk. Which is also weird because they are the ones who are always trying to convince people about there is no God. And when I say there is no God, they mean the Christian God. They don't care about the other ones, only the Christian God they talk about. They don't talk about Haile Selassie. They don't talk about the Mayan gods. They don't talk about the moon god. They don't talk about Vishnu and Krishna and cows and dogs that are worshipped. They don't talk about idols that are worshipped as gods. None of that. Because in their little narrow mind, they cannot see further than just this obsession with this Christian God. And then what is funny in all of these things, they kept telling to me, yeah, your God, your God. I didn't even mention that I have a God. They just assume. They don't know what I believe. That was just a statement. For all that they know, I could be an atheist myself. And that is why I find it ridiculous that if you are an atheist, you are going around obsessing about something that doesn't even exist. Like, how the hell are you going around obsessing over something that doesn't even exist? It doesn't make sense. Get over it and get a life. Cheers.